Elmina is a fishing village. So today's the Diaspora return day. We're going to Cape Coast Castle. We're going to Elmina. We're going to the Assin Monsoon. I don't think I'm saying it right. I think I am. And we are going to be exploring and seeing what happened to our ancestors. It's going to be a heavy day, but I'll make sure that I capture it for you guys. And you guys have to come here and bring your ancestors' spirits back so they can feel at ease. That's what we are doing. Hi, y'all. This is the bustling Elmina Fish Market. Yes. Look at that. Jacqueline. These are the fishermen. They come in, and the women sell the fish in here. And this is Elmina Fish Market. That's Elmina Castle up there. Do you guys see this market? 360. I'm sorry. The market outside of the fish market. That's the bus that we're on. It's bustling out here. Everybody's ready to work. They're selling their wares. So everyone, as you can see, the men are coming in with all of the fish for the ladies to sell. This is Elmina Fishing Village. This is a brief capture of this bustling town. As you can see, Elmina Castle / dungeon is in the backdrop, and you get to see as the men come in with the wares that are sold in the market that I showed previously. This is Elmina Fishing Village. Last place that slaves got to take their baths. This is the entrance of the Slave River. The last place slaves got to take their baths before they were carted off to who knows where. You know where. America was being one of them. Yes. Everybody, so we are at the entrance of the Slave River. This is the...
I was born on Monday, and here is Assin Manso slave market, the last market for the people they captured them during the slave era. But before we start the tour, we are all going to observe 1 minute silence for the captive. How they struggle for us to be emancipated from the slavery before we start the tour. Okay. May their souls rest in perfect peace. Amen.
Amen.
Okay. So once again, welcome to the last market, like what I told you. But before we start the tour, I want you to know the things we have here before I will give you the information, what actually happened in this community. That's what I'm coming to tell you. So first of all, we have ancestral graveyard, contain 2 people. One is a lady and one is a man. The lady was called Madame Cresta, and she was named by the one who bought her. You see, during the slave time, our local people names we use like Kweku, Adwa, and Co. But this lady was named by the one who bought her. And we have another man also called Samuel Carson. He also a slave, taking him from here. And we have pictures on the wall too. We call them freedom fighters. After discussing here, I will give you the names one by one. And these are the people they struggle for us to emancipate from the slavery. And you see, the time we were in slavery, there was a door or a gate at the castles named the door of no return. By the time we emancipated from the slavery, what we have at our Assin Manso slave market here is Memorial Wall of Return. That is the pillar, cancel the door of no return. And we have a recognition pillar or recognition pillars. After the door, if you want your name to remain here, you can put your name on the wall. And from there, we have a road called ancestral routes. You see, they captured a lot of people all the way from northern parts up to here, walking barefooted, both naked. And that's the main road they pass by. So anytime you're walking on that road and you want to feel the pain that the ancestral fought, you have to remove your shoe, your sandals, or your slippers to walk barefooted. Maybe you are going to get the pain that they got from the dice tap. And from there, we go to the last point where they took their last Ghanaian water, saved them, wash them from the river, dry them up for the mercy of the sun to get dry before they brought them here and do the auction. And from here, they match them with the chains or the circles, with the same chains or the circles up to the castles, waiting for their master ship. So anytime the ship arrives, they just pass through the door of no return up to the new world or the unknown world. So you are warmly welcome to Assin Manso Slave Market. Here was a market in the olden days, not a market sold any foodstuffs or fish, but actually human beings. But we have the first market at the northern region. We call it Salaga slave market. You see, from the first half of 15th century, people from New World decide to visit Guinea Coast. So in the year 1471, those people peacefully arrived at Ghana, and they took their destination at a place called Elmina. They started building some houses and named their fort or the castles. So from the beginning, it started from barter trade, exchange of goods. And as time goes on, it changed to become slave trade. So they moved from Gold Coast and go to the northern parts, capture people from Mali, Burkina Faso, all over that area, and sold them at the Salaga slave market. That was the first market. And anytime they make attempt to come back to the Gold Coast, they capture people again, put them in chains or the shackles, walking barefooted, both naked. So all the way from northern part, the Central region, all over that area, they spent 7 good months, about 300 miles. Some of them lost their life. Some of them were attacked by wild animals like lion or the leopard. Some of them bite by pythons. Some of them stepped on poisonous stone. And excuse me, I beg, the ladies of them also got their menstruations on them. Because of the shackles or the chain, you can't even plug some of the leaves to clear yourself. Some of them got bushy hair. That's why we have a river there. Anytime they brought them there, they're supposed to shave them and wash them before they brought them here. Because here was the last market. So this is some of the people they brought them from here to back to this community.
Wow.
So these two people re-entered here 31st July 1998.
Wow.
So every 1st August we have a festival here called Emancipation Day. We use that festival to remember the captive, how they struggle for us to emancipate from the slavery. This is the main road they pass by. So if you want to follow the train before and remove your shoe or your sandals for barefooted.
Are you removing your shoes? I know Anthony removed his shoes.
Yep. You can buy me in here.
This is the walkway to the Slave River. So imagine your ancestors walking. They had no shoes. They were naked. And they were already have been walking from wherever they were captured to this point where they took their last bath. So imagine you having to do that. All sorts of things you could step on, animals can bite you, all that. Anthony, you not putting on your shoes? You really keeping your shoes off?
Yeah.
Okay, we have wipes in the car. This is the entrance to the Diaspora River Park. This is the last walkway where our ancestors had to walk. We're walking towards the Assin River. This is the last place our ancestors took their baths. Our guide, everyone, this is the last bath that slaves took. We walked a path, which got erased on my phone, but imagine walking this path after walking for hours, 24, 48, maybe even a month of walking as being captured. And then you walk here. This is the last bath they took till they went to the dungeons, Cape Coast and Elmina, to be sold off at the market, which was up atop, which I captured video of. So this is the pathway they walked, and this is the river that they had their last bath. Pause. So this is the actual river. This is where a lot of your ancestors took their last bath. You can only imagine. And people are walking without their shoes, because can you imagine walking around there with no shoes on? This is the last bath that they took. Can you imagine that? For months before they were taken to, imagine, as a woman, going through your period, as a man, just not taking a bath.
Okay. Ago.
Aben.
You are once again welcome to the place where the captive or the slaves took their last Ghanaian water, dry them up for the rest of the sun before they move them to the market. So during the slave time, top there we call the ancestral river path, contains some huge trees like baba tree, mahogany, sapling, and then your back we call the bamboo cemetery. Anytime they brought them here, they will survive. You see, some of them lost their life on their way. Some of them slept on poisonous stone. Some of them attacked by wild animals, and some of them, because of the hunger, a lot of them died. So those they will survive. Anytime they brought them here, the masters divided them into two: the weak ones and then the strongest ones. So the weak ones, they kill them here and throw them the back of the bamboo. That's why we call the bamboo cemetery.
Wow.
And after that, it's time for them to wash the strongest ones. The rivers over
Thrown
here,
back here.
there were two types of rivers. You can see some rock down there. That river contains the rocks. It's different from this one, look like a stagnant river. So that big river we call the Oche River, and this is the main slave river. The Nakan version we call it Enonko. So instead of the masters to ward them there, they said no. That river is bigger than this one. So if you are going to ward them there, you cannot get total control on them. Secondly, some of them were good in swimming, maybe they can escape from them. And then third, because of the rocks, maybe they can fall down. And then the last point, that river is very cold. So let us ward them here. And from here, if somebody complains, she or he feeling thirsty, you can escort him or her to drink from there. And from there, it's time for them to ward them or save them. During that era, the things we used to save, like blade or the scissors, we don't even have those things over here. So the masters use empty bottles of schnapps or the whiskey
What?
to hit some of the rocks or the circles they used to chain them.
Hey.
After broken into pieces, they used to save your hair, even your private parts.
Hey.
And from there again, it's time for them to wash them. But there's no sponge and then the soap. So they pluck some of the bamboo leaves. It's very rough and itchy. And then match them in batches here and make the bamboo leaves or the river sand to wash them seriously.
Hey.
And from here, they just remove them from the river and told them to do some vigor exercise to know their strength. And from there, we have a certain device called speculum or mouth opener. They used to open their mouth and count their teeth to confirm their ages. And from there, they continue with the broken bottles to put their names or their logos on them.
So bleeding.
Yeah. And it's all better to smile them and tie them top there for the mercy of the sun to get dry before they move them to the market. Because of that, the people in this community consider that river as a good or clean river, and this is bad or unclean.
Yes.
So they take that one as a drinking water,
Yeah.
but this one they didn't. But one wonderful thing is the rivers over here converge or flows together.
Yes.
So anytime you fetch from there, only God knows either you fetch the bad one
Or the good one.
So from here, you can go down there if you want to say something to the river, if you want to do some libation, if you want to touch the river, you can touch it.